The iPhones are here, and I am more undecided than ever on which one I'm going to keep. I have the iPhone Air and the iPhone 17 Pro. Let's get them both unboxed, and then maybe you can help me figure out which one of these I should actually keep and use every day for the next year. Which one should we start unboxing first? I think I'm going to start with the Pro just because I want to save the Air for last. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start from the bottom, and then we just pull that tab, and now as we go to the top, we can say started from the bottom, now we're here. And then we pull that one out, and then we just slowly, holy cow, wow. Wow, that thing is orange. And if you didn't know, I do like orange. That's why I picked the orange one. I have the orange HomePod, if you can see it somewhere back here. This thing looks insane. I'm not sure what I think about the two-tone, and that's why I didn't go with the white one. I really didn't like the white one, but I thought the orange one actually looked kind of cool, different. But is this a phone that I could actually keep for a year? That could be something that we gotta try to figure out. So here we have it. Let's go ahead and pull it out. There is, once again, there is paperwork. So we have a little bit of paperwork in here. Basically, let's just take that off and open it up. So basically the paperwork just tells you there's no physical SIM anymore. And then you get a nice braided USB-C to USB-C cable. I'm gonna move all this off to the side, and then let's go ahead and pull off the... Wow, look at the color of this thing is just insane. Oh, it feels really good in the hand too. This could be a phone that you can rock caseless. Like, I really do think, man, this is super nice. Like, this is really, really nice. Oh, this is going to be a very hard year for people, especially people like me that love the iPhone. They love Apple products. It's going to be a very tough year to figure out which one you're going to keep, because oh, this thing is amazing. So let's go ahead and get this one turned on. What would be really cool is if the Apple was orange. I think that would have just like sealed the deal. They really should have done that this year. I think that would have been cool to have matching Apple logos based on the color of the iPhone. So let's go ahead and put this one off to the side. And now we have the Air. Let's go ahead and open this up. I'm nervous. Okay, once again, start from the bottom. Now we're here. Pull that one off, and here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't want to fully, I'm just going to put it off to the side. Once again, oh, that's different. So, looks like they messed up. Whoever put this one together messed up and put the cable in wrong, right? It should have been like that, right? That's crazy. That's interesting. So paperwork again, it's just going to say the same thing. I'm not going to make you sit through that. Same kind of cable. It's wrapped a little differently, and it was backwards. Ooh, holy cow. Look at how thin that is. Like, I got to block my face. Look at that. That thing, oh. Wow. Okay, pull off the cover. Oh man. The fact that they even have a camera capture button on this, seriously, my camera cannot focus, is crazy. All right, let's go ahead and turn this one on as well. So I went with the white. This is the white color with the silver titanium. So this will match my Hermes watch perfectly. But, oh man. So here, side by side, let's go ahead and so you can see the Air is a little bit larger. The screen is a little taller. Wish I was a baller. Let's go ahead and put them like that. So you can see just a little bit bigger on the sides, barely, top and bottom, just a little bit as well. So there they are side by side. But look at how thin. That is insane. Like, I mean, it's basically the button size. So, and then we look at the bottom. So I've seen some people talk about this. The plug on the Air is like 3D printed to make it work somehow. So it's like a titanium 3D print job to actually, but you can see it's not centered. And of course, there's no bottom speakers on the Air. Those are just microphones. I believe the only speaker is just the one that's up here. So you only have mono sound with the Air. Of course, you still get stereo with the Pro. But I gotta pull out this just to see exactly the size of this thing. We'll do the Pro first. So basically this thing is roughly 8.6 millimeters thick. And then if we try the Air at its smallest, 5.5 millimeters thick. That, oh, this thing feels really, really good. Like, I mean, this one feels good in the hand. I like the new design. I like the fact that they went back to aluminum so they could actually do stuff like this. The heat dissipation, all that stuff, all that tech looks amazing. But this one just is crazy. Now, I'm not sure what the durability of this thing's gonna be and like if it can bend and all that stuff. I'm not going to be the one to do that. You can watch Jerry Rig Everything to actually find that out. So I've also been rocking the tech woven case on my 16 Pro for the last week, and I did want to update you on that. It is held up pretty well, but let's go ahead and take a look at it on the 17 Pro, because that's what I got it for. This is the blue color with the orange. Now that fits way nicer. And you can see the orange around the sides. The lip is definitely less. That was one of my biggest gripes because this phone is a little bit thicker. So that's nice to see as well. But if you are going to put a case on this phone, just remember that you are covering up the color a lot. There's, you don't see the orange hardly at all other than in the back with this. The case has done really, really well. And then of course I also have the MagSafe Battery Pack for the iPhone Air. So that perfectly fits, just so you can see. It did not fit on my 16 or it doesn't fit on the 17 Pro either. When you put it on the Air, the phone that it is designed for, it fits perfectly. And now that probably gets it about the thickness. Let's put these two side by side now. That puts it close, maybe even a little bit more. So let's measure that out, these as well. So the 16 Pro, just for reference, was 8.3 millimeters thick. The iPhone Air with the MagSafe battery pack on there is about 13.5. Let's just double check and zero that out. About 13.3. So with the battery pack, you are now thicker than the old iPhone and even the new iPhone. But the main use case for the battery pack is just to use it on the days that you know you're going to need it. So when you're traveling, stuff like that, that's when you're going to know, like, it's like better safe than sorry. I should probably have the battery pack with me. But day to day, you shouldn't need the battery pack unless you're a heavy user. And if you are, then this phone is probably not the right phone for you. But one thing I know for sure is I'm definitely gonna need your help in deciding which one to keep for the year. Do I try the Air and see how it lasts, see how it holds up? Or do I stick with the Pro that I know is gonna last the whole year with no issues? Let me know in the comments, and if you wanna see my unboxing of the Apple Watch Ultra, you can click right here to watch that right now. Hope you have a great rest of your day. God bless.